Good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, good morning, BNI. Adrian Gonzalez of Digital Harvest, the education moment today. I want to talk to you about how to get more referrals using the VCP process. So give me a quick show of hands if you're familiar with the VCP process or the name sounds familiar. Give me a raise of hands. Okay. So there's an MSP training happening on the 24th this month. That's next Thursday. I would like you to go if you are not familiar with the VCP process. It is probably the most integral and I think one of the most exciting things that you can learn from BNI and apply to all of your networking. So I want to take you through it really briefly here, and then if you want more education, you can go online, you can find out more about it, or you can join me at MSP on the 24th. Yeah. And Rachel, you're going too, right? Okay. So the VCP process stands for visibility, credibility, and profitability. When you come to the group and you give your 60-second commercial, that is one of the most important mechanisms to build your visibility within the group. Visibility just means that people understand who you are by name. They might know the name of your company off the top of their head, and then they know what you do. They have a general sense, but it might be difficult for them to refer you, and they also might not be so willing to refer you. Because when you send somebody a referral, right, you give a piece of your reputation away with that. Right, you have to trust that the person you're giving a referral to is going to follow up and is going to make your connection that you're handing off a happy customer. So that's the first part of the process. The second part of the process, where you really want to start getting everybody inside this chapter, this is your sales team, is the credibility part of the VCP process. So credibility stands for that the person that you have credibility with, they have a much greater understanding of what you do. They know exactly how to refer you, or they've got a much better sense of it. And guess what? They now trust you with that referral. So how do you boost your credibility within the group and individual people here in the group? Just coming to the meetings is not going to be enough. Come to the open networking in the beginning. Make sure that you're here on time and you're networking and building that trust with people here in the room. Also, one-to-ones. There is no better way to build credibility and demonstrate your expertise to fellow members, your fellow salespeople in the room, than doing your one-to-ones, right? The final piece, of course, where everybody wants to be, where you're going to be in the sweet spot, where you're going to be getting tons of referrals, is that profitability part of the VCP process. That's where you want to be, if you could, with everybody in the chapter. BNI and Dr. Miser suggest that if you can get 6 people inside the chapter to a profitability relationship with each other, you're going to be in a great place. Okay, referrals are going to be flowing because there's a high level of trust. You referred people a lot, right? So, Bill, you work with bookkeepers. I'm sure you worked with certain bookkeepers for longer than others, and they know exactly how to refer somebody to you for your services, right? Mike, I'm sure the same thing as you. With you and Allison, you're referring business back and forth. You're in the profitability zone because you know exactly what Allison's looking for, and she knows exactly what you're looking for, okay? The best way to get to the profitability part of the VCP process, again, more one-to-ones, and what else? Can anybody guess what is one other mechanism that we talk about at every single meeting that can help you get to profitability with somebody else in the room?
Networking.
Keep going.
Probably. Visitors.
Visitors helps.
60-second commercial.
6 seconds for good for visibility, right? So what I'm looking for is referrals. If I give you a referral, we create what's called reciprocity. Right? When you give somebody something, what do they want to do? They want to find a way to help you as well, right? So if you can look at, we get usually every meeting we get the sheet with everybody's names on it, okay? What I would suggest that you do this week is look at our roster and go down and mark V, C, or P, depending on where you think that you're at with each individual in this chapter, okay? If everybody's in the V, right, then you want to do better at your 60-second commercials. If you have nobody in the credibility section, you want to do one-to-ones with those people. The people that you've got credibility with, well, maybe it's time to take that relationship a step further. Find them a way to get a referral and just work the VCP process. If you do that here and you do that in your other networking efforts, you're going to find that you have richer, deeper relationships that also result in more referrals and more business for you. And that's why we're here at BNI, right? Giver's Gain. So thank you, Adrian Gonzalez, Digital Harvest, your education coordinator.